This might just be the most important song that I have ever written in my entire musical career.
You ain't on my level, you ain't on my level, you ain't on my level, you ain't on my level. When I'm like, come get on my level, come get on my level, on my level.
What's up guys, it's your boy Chaos, and today I'm about to hit you with a pretty great story. I wrote a song, it's called Best Friend. It's going to be released tomorrow, and I'm going to show you guys some studio footage of us recording the song. I'm going to tell you guys a little bit of background on the song and a little bit about how I met the guy that is featured on the song and about the producer. So, where do I begin? Let's start here. Back in 2014, I was just about to release my second mixtape. It's called Who is Dominic Pierce? You can check it out in the link below. I had one song left to record. It was a song called Black Clouds. I wrote the song Black Clouds on a plane. And when I was writing the song, I wrote the hook with a male vocalist in mind that had a pretty high-pitched voice. And I originally wanted to use John Bellion. I actually knew him back then. He only had like 4,000 followers on Twitter. He was very small time. And I tweeted him like a bunch of times asking him to feature. I ended up going to one of his shows in San Diego and I met him and I asked him to be on the song. He said no because he wasn't doing features at the time. And I kind of was stuck and I felt like I should not release this song because I didn't have anyone to put on there, so I was just going to save it until my next mixtape. But what ended up happening was, by some crazy miracle, I was walking around this area by the beach here in San Diego, and I was with a friend of mine, and a bunch of coincidences happened this day. For example, I was in college at the time. One of my classes was canceled, and my friend's class was also canceled as well. So I was like, hey, would you want to go over to the beach and just hang out? So we did. And as we were leaving, this guy walks right past us, and he's singing out loud, and I just so happened to hear his voice. And I was like to my friend, did you hear that guy's voice? And she was like, yeah, he's good. So I kind of followed him for a few seconds, and I tapped his shoulder and I was like, dude, you have the best voice I have ever heard in my entire life.
Honestly, why can't we hear?
I need to work with you. And it was crazy because he was like, I'm down, but I would only be on a rap song if it contains no profanity or anything like that. And I was like, perfect, that's exactly what I do. I do not do any of that in any of my songs. So it was just a crazy, crazy, unbelievable coincidence. And it just goes to show, when it comes to the title of this video, luck really is a skill. When you're working and you're working hard, things just sort of tend to happen for you. Things work your way. The world works with you. I mention this all the time in my videos, and it's absolutely true. So we ended up doing this song called Black Clouds together. You can also check that out in the link below. And it was one of the best songs I had ever performed. And so now we have this song called Best Friend that we're recording. A little bit of background on this song. So first and foremost, I was sitting down with a friend of mine over dinner one day, and we were on the topic of abortion. He was a guy that was adopted, and his actual mom was going to abort him, but instead she gave him up for adoption. And now he lives a pretty great life. And we happened to cross paths very randomly as well, and it happened because of my music. And I was thinking at this dinner, I was thinking, well, what if he did get aborted? What if he never actually existed? I would never be sitting down with him, and there's probably a bunch of other people that never would have sat down with him either. And so I thought of this concept of a song, because people always say, oh, aborted babies what if they were gonna be, you know, the cure to cancer, or they were gonna be the president, or they were going to be some great big thing. But I was thinking to myself, well, what if they were just going to be someone's best friend? What if they were just going to be a shoulder to lean on? Somebody that makes people laugh? Somebody that contributes to society? And that day, I happened to stumble upon Tricronica's beat, which I used for this song, and he's the producer. I asked him for the stems. He reached back to me saying that his hard drive crashed and he lost the beat, but he was willing to recreate the beat for me, and it was just unbelievable. I mean, it's cool, like, to see a producer go out of their way to do that for somebody like me who they don't even know. I literally met him on SoundCloud. I've never met him in person. He lives in the Netherlands. That's a really, really, really cool thing for me to see, and I sincerely appreciated it. Shout out Tricronica. Go check out his music. I also put his link in the description below. He has a lot of listens on SoundCloud, and he's getting up there. So anyways, this whole song kind of just worked out perfectly, and I'm releasing it tomorrow, and I'm really excited about it, and I can't wait for you guys to hear it. And I want you guys to hear how crazy Marlon sounds in the studio. So here is some studio footage for you guys. Check it out. Let me know what you think. I mean, I absolutely cannot wait for this release.
I don't like being paraded. The government had me stop recording.
I'm telling you, this isn't going anywhere, bro. Don't worry.
I would be a better me, honestly. Why can't we? That was your first take? Did you hear that?
Oh, dude, I'm telling you, man.
It's okay. I don't like the way that
Dude,
sounds.
your humility is amazing. It's like, wow, this is good.
So that is it for the story today. All I can say is I hope this song does, at the very least, save one person's life, because that would mean the world to me. And I really hope you guys like it. I hope you guys share and subscribe and go out there and gamble your fate, because you never know where it's going to lead you. You never know what kind of people you're going to meet out there. So just go out there and get it done. Thank you guys for watching. This is Chaos. Over and out. Also, shout out to Derek Chan, the engineer behind all of the work on this song. The guy we recorded with, Train Station Studios. I'm putting everybody's information in the description, so you can check it all out below, alright?